Hi, this is Samantha Alvarez, and you are watching 7 months, 7 countries, 7 strategies. How I went from North America to Europe to Africa to South America and enjoyed and survived the journey. Welcome back to 7 months, 7 countries, 7 strategies. In this video, I'm going to talk about nature. Something that's very important for me in maintaining my spiritual health is communing with nature, being one with the outdoors. And in Costa Rica, this was very, very easy. I would walk out my front door and I was surrounded by the jungle. There was a giant banana tree right next to my door. I could touch it as I walked out my door. And there were always monkeys playing in the trees because I was in the middle of the tropical rainforest. And so there would be lots of animal life playing. The monkeys would come by. Usually families of monkeys would come by maybe twice a day to play. And I would sometimes get to see sloths. There would be all kinds of things happening with nature right outside my door. In Tucson, it wasn't quite that handy, but I've lived in Tucson off and on for a while, so I'm very adept at connecting with nature there. I will hop in my car a couple of times a week, maybe 2-3 times a week, and drive 15 to 30 minutes to get to the nearest mountain range, which is very close. And I will go hiking up one of the trails. And I absolutely love desert scenery. I think it's beautiful. The stark gorgeousness of it just really moves me. And I feel very rooted when I'm walking in the mountains on the rocks. When I got to Budapest, it was a little bit more difficult because it was a very urban landscape. The way that I connected with nature there is I would hop on my bike and I would cross the river, the Danube River, to get to the Buda side. I was living on the Pest side of Budapest. And I would go to the Buda side of Budapest, and there's a little bit more greenery there, and also connecting with the river itself. When I was in Berlin, it was even harder again because Berlin was quite urban and quite postmodern urban. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's not a particularly pretty city, and there's a lot of heaviness to it because of all the things that happen in the world wars. And however, while I was there, my company and I went with Career Foundry to the Waldsee, and we went for almost a week to hang out in the middle of the forest and play in the lake and go for walks among the forest, and it was like an anodyne for my soul. It was just so healing, and it was an absolutely wonderful time. When I went to Praia, Cape Verde, I really struggled. It was not safe for me to walk around on my own. I was able to connect with nature a little bit when my friend would take me around. She took me to the Ciudad Velha, which is the old city, an area where they have some very beautiful scenery, and we went swimming there. And I was able to go with her also to Prainha, which is that means little beach in Portuguese, and it's a little place where we went swimming. I was only able to enjoy nature with supervision, basically, with guidance. It wasn't safe to go on my own. In Lisbon, it was quite urban, and there wasn't a lot of greenery around where I was, and the way that I connected with nature was actually the ocean, because I was about a 40-minute walk from the ocean, so I would walk to the ocean just about every day to walk along the ocean and enjoy the water and feel the nature. And then here in Brazil, it's been quite doable here in Jericoacoara. When I was in Fortaleza, it was actually quite difficult because it was very urban, and it's not a very safe urban. I walked around and there was a nice, really big park that I could walk around in, but nature-wise, not so much. And I went to the ocean there a couple of times too. But here in Jericoacoara in Brazil, I can walk 5 minutes and be on the beach. And every morning when I wake up about 6, I will get up and I will walk to the giant dune, and I will walk over the giant dune from one side up to the top and down the other. And then I will go for a run along the beach. And this is all barefoot. I absolutely love this. I feel so rooted to nature here. And I will go for a run from the end of the dune to an estuary, and then I will jog back to the dune, and then I jump in the ocean and root with the water. I'm Samantha Alvarez, and you have just finished watching 7 months, 7 countries, 7 strategies, how I went from North America to Europe to Africa to South America and enjoyed and survived the journey. If you would like to see more videos like this, subscribe below.